For this upcoming season of the World Endurance Championship, the focus will be on two kinds of cars, which in fact are brand new to the series in 2025. The first car is the brand new Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR LMH, which has entered the Hypercar class, while the second is the pre-existing Mercedes AMG GT3, which will enter the LMGT3 category. So as the new season begins, it's time to take a look at these two cars, as this is a quick introduction to the new additions to the WEC grids. First off, I'll start with the Aston Martin. In 2025, the British manufacturer is making their return to prototype racing for the very first time since 2011, and this will see them enter the 24 Hours of Le Mans later this year to contest for overall victory, which is an achievement that Aston haven't secured since 1959. The Valkyrie AMR LMH is not only gathering attention because it's the newest hypercar to join the ranks of the World Endurance Championship, but also because of the beautiful sound that the car makes. The reason why this car sounds so good is because Aston Martin's entry has a Cosworth 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12 engine, which means that for the very first time a V12 is on the hypercar grid. This will also be the first prototype to join the hypercar grid that's derived from an already existing road model of a hypercar, in this case Aston Martin's purchasable Valkyrie. And by the way, Aston are allowed to do this because their car is based around the Le Mans hypercar regulations, and not LMDH. At this weekend's Qatar 1812 kilometer, two of the Valkyries will be on the grid, and they'll be operated by the Heart of Racing squad, which of course is the team that's already working with Aston Martin to run these entries. After the event in Qatar, the next event for the Valkyrie hypercar will be in IMSA, as the entry will make its official GTP debut at the 12 Hours of Sebring in March, with a single blue and yellow livery car run by the same team. Back at Qatar though, two entries will be heard out on track, and the team are open to use this event as a big test session, as all new manufacturers do when debuting their new cars. Ideally, Aston Martin is hoping to have both of their cars finish the 10-hour endurance race, and hopefully the Qatar prologue gave the team strong feedback, as in fact between the 007 and 009 cars, they completed a total of 549 laps across the 4 sessions. Next, let's talk about the Mercedes. With it first being introduced in 2015, the AMG GT3 from the German marque has finally made its way over to the World Endurance Championship. And with that, this means Mercedes will also make their return to the 24 Hours of Le Mans later this June, for the very first time since 1999, although they won't be competing for overall victory just yet. The Mercedes AMG GT3 will be run by the Iron Lynx team, starting with this weekend's race in Qatar, and the Italian squad are going to be running two of the German GT cars following their breakaway with Lamborghini, with the Italian manufacturer unfortunately having to pull out of both categories following the 2024 season. Like with Aston Martin and the Heart of Racing with that new Valkyrie, the first race in Qatar is going to be a learning experience for both Iron Lynx and Mercedes, and I wouldn't expect them to be fighting for wins instantly in LMGT3. But it's not out of the realm of possibility, as the AMG GT3 has proven to be a successful race car. Outside of the WEC and Le Mans, the Mercedes car has won a lot of other events, including the 24 Hours of Nürburgring and Spa, the Bathurst 12-hour on 3 separate occasions, and the Rolex 24 at Daytona and 12 Hours of Sebring in class. And more recently, in 2024, Mercedes won both championships in IMSA GTD, thanks to the 2 full-time entries in the organization's category. So it's definitely wonderful to see that incredible V8-powered AMG GT3 finally enter the World Endurance Championship. As before, it seemed like LMGT3 was somewhat missing a piece of the puzzle, but now with the arrival of Mercedes, that missing piece perhaps has been added. Are you excited to see these two new additions to the WEC grid in 2025? And of the Aston Martin Hypercar and the Mercedes GT3, which one will you be supporting? Or are you rooting for both? Well, make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you like endurance racing, definitely subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I'm releasing videos on a weekly basis regarding the WEC, IMSA, Intercontinental GT, and much more. To watch more content now, check out these suggested videos I've put on screen. For now though, that's all from me. Thanks for watching.